But do you think having lots of choices is a good thing? Because, according to the paradox of choice, I forget who wrote it. I know his last name is Schwartz. It can actually deter us from making good decisions for ourselves. When we have so many choices, an abundance, profusion of choices, it can be hard to narrow in and be like, okay, this is what I want.
Sure. If you go to a restaurant, McDonald's success was partly because they had like four meals.
That's right.
It was easy, quick, in, out, order. And then the moment you give somebody a menu, they take their time. At the same time, choice is good because you may be a vegetarian and you don't want to have chicken or burgers, right? Or you want certain things cooked in a certain way, or you got some intolerances. So I think choice is good. Choice is good. The decision-making process is up to you. It's within you. I can look at a big, long menu and then make the choice quickly.
Well, it's because you're self-aware, Dariush. You have done the inner work. You know who you are. But there are people
I know what I like to eat.
Yeah, you know yourself.
Yeah,
and
people
some
don't like making decisions.
Yeah, because I've met people who kind of waffle and they're like, oh, I don't know. It's like...
Do you know what's the worst thing?
Yeah.
To look at the price first and then look at the description. That's the worst thing. That means you can't afford a food you want.
You can't afford, yeah.
Right? So I'd rather look at the description or get a recommendation. But then when I go to a waiter and they recommend the most expensive food, and I think I have no respect for you, I don't want your recommendation.
Oh, that's not good. They still do that?
Oh, of course they do, because they're on commission.
Okay.
So, you have to earn your respect.
Yeah. I want to get to the heart of what you teach, which is about being a gladiator. And I actually just got back from Rome. I was there during the UAE National Days, and I was at the Colosseum. So I'm like fresh off that gladiator energy, and I learned a lot.
Did you go underneath?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But I did go inside, and our tour guide told us about everything that happened, the number of people who died, but also about how honorable the gladiators were and how brave they were. So what does that archetype of the gladiator mean to you, and what does it represent to you?
The gladiator went into battle, and today we still go to battle. Our life's not depending on it. Fought like his life depended on it. So if you imagine with that, he had the same mentality, and you went to a sales call, or an appointment, or an interview, job interview, with that mentality, how successful you could be. So that's winner takes all. I'll get killed if I don't close this deal, if I don't win this battle. I love that mentality, and he served me well because of my circumstances. It wasn't by choice. It was my circumstances. Gladiators were actually fruitarians and vegetarians. They didn't eat meat. So they were into healthy eating. They meditated. They were very loyal to each other. So I like that. I like that. And they were very powerful beings. They were sex symbols of the time. Right? So that appeals to me. It wasn't like they were just savages. They were very powerful human, and there were women gladiators, more for entertainment than killing, but there were women gladiators. The average age, do you know what the average age of a gladiator's death was? 23.
Wow.
23. Imagine how much they had to achieve. Yeah. But here's the thing, but most people who actually entertained the crowd were not killed, even if they got defeated. Right? Because if you entertain the masses, they want you to continue. And isn't that the same now? When Tom Cruise puts the most bums in seats in cinemas, he makes the most amount of money. Coldplay sends the most amount of seats in a stadium, they make the most amount of money. It's exactly the same as it was 2,000 years ago, but we just don't have swords and blades killing each other. So automatically, I think especially the men generation, today's generation, gone soft, and the moment we open up a bank account, we open up a company, they said, don't worry about it. 80% will go bust in the first year. So they set you up for failure. Imagine they gave you a sword and say, don't worry about it. 80 of you will die when you go in. Yeah. You're going to have a different, perspective to life, right? So I think today we got so much abundance, so much opportunity. If I had that gladiator mentality, how much more wealth I could have, how much more love I could have. Even the internet, yes, it's a swipe to the left, swipe to the right. It's too easy to like someone, reject someone. However, it was so hard to meet someone. We often go into a relationship with the first person we met, right? So you can look at it from both sides, as long as you appreciate what you have right now in your hand.
So having that fighter spirit who just goes in for the win and have no doubt in your mind that.
And entertain. So what happens is I give it entertain because the attention span of the person you sit in front of you is like 2 seconds. If I meet you in business, you're not thinking, I can't wait to buy from Dariush, right? You'll be thinking, how is he going to screw me? Because people like him have come in, sold me something, they run off. So how is he going to assure me that it's going to be a good... And also, do I want him back in my mouth? Is he entertaining? Is he boring? Right? So I believe in edutainment. Educate people, find all about them, and be slightly entertaining. You know, amuse people, not joking or cracking jokes all the time. But like when people said to me, what do you do? I said, I sell aspirin. I said, what do you mean? I said, I guess you're wondering what that means. Yes. I said, well, I fix businesses' headaches. So if you tell me about your headache of your business, I'll be able to sell you the aspirin. So tell me about your business. Then I ask 20 questions, 30 questions. And the more questions I ask, the more you think, oh, actually, he really has an interest in my business. I like him because he's inquisitive, he's caring, he's passionate, he's got childlike enthusiasm.
Yes.
Right?
So curiosity and really trying to get to know the person and engaging with them is what's going to get them to open up.
Be interested in fixing their problem.
Yes.
I went to Louis Vuitton the other day, and they got this salesman from France, or was it Italy, trying to sell me this stuff. And he brings that catalogue and he goes, this is my footballer client, this is my musician, I'm like, I don't give a damn. What about me, right? And every time I tried to talk to him about the decor of my house, he wasn't interested. And I couldn't wait to leave the shop. And then, as I was walking by, he goes, you know what, look at this trunk. This trunk is this. And I'm like, what do I want a trunk for? Then he said, well, it's 300,000 dirhams, right? And it's this trunk, it's going back 100 years, Louis Vuitton. As I left, I was like, thank God I left the store. But I like that trunk. So I went back and I bought it from somebody else. Because I couldn't bear... He educated me a little bit, but I couldn't bear a moment with that salesperson because he showed me no interest at all.
He showed you no interest.
But the product was good.
Yeah. So when you mentor leaders and entrepreneurs, is that something you tell them to make sure you... I don't mentor anymore. I'm done. You're done. Okay. you're cruising
done.
now.
Do you know, you made a really good point. So when you teach or tell, I share now. I don't teach or tell anymore.
You don't, okay.
I just share.
Yeah.
Like coming podcasts like yours, I share. And if somebody's listening, you come to them at the right time, in the right moment, and in the right place. So hoping if I share as much as possible, somebody will go, that resonates with me. I'm not on my own. Yeah. Somebody else is going through this pain like I did. This pain is just not mine. So when I used to coach, often it's the obvious. Okay, let me explain what I'm trying to say. Somebody calls you and they go, hey, how are you? Hello, how are you? And you go, fine, thank you. And can I sell you a credit card? Yes. We just go through this game. So I actually come and say, hang on a second. Did this person who called you know you? They said, no. Why would he say, how are you? Why would he say, how are you? He doesn't care about how you are. He doesn't give a damn. He must sell you a credit card or a house or an apartment, right?
Something similar happens to me when I go shopping and go to like random places. Like girls who are probably my age or younger call me dear. And I mean, I know that's
your good name.
Sweet.
Your good name.
Your
What's
good name.
About your
oh,
good name?
Dear, come here. Oh, dear, here's your top. And I'm just like, I don't know you. Like, don't
say it.
I know that might sound a little bit, I don't know,
because you're
cutthroat.
Sensitive, because you are raw, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like realness, right? So I know that's a sales tactic just to get me.
It's not even a sales tactic. It's just a bad habit.
Yeah.
How are you? I'm like, what do you want?
Yes.
I don't even answer anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, but most people go, great, thank you. And you? They ask them how they are.
Yeah, it's a level of formality that can kind of mask the realness in human interaction.
Correct.
You know?
My job is to highlight these things and then let the client think about it. And then they make a decision.
Yeah.
So, and also I don't help anyone unless they want to be helped.
Oh, that's key.
I'm tired of trying to help.
You can waste so much energy
doing, and they end up resenting you.
They do.
Yeah, because they were happy in the ghetto. right? You get them out the ghetto, and then you give them their cars and everything else, and they go, I'm going to say, I was happy having no car and struggling and walking everywhere and getting a metro.
Yes.
I don't like having Ferraris and Bentleys.
That's so interesting, right? That some people are just happy being average or happy being playing at a low level.
That's all they know. That's all they know.
But they could do better. Now, it's like, don't you
But they are doing
visualize
better for themselves.
Something? Yeah, they do.
I met Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, and he told me a story to the crowd as well. And he said when he was 16, he had a ice cream business on the beach in New York. And this beach went on for like 10 miles, 15 kilometers or something. And so he could never cover selling ice cream to all the beach. He was making $2,000 a day. He'd get a tray of ice cream because people didn't want to go from one end of the beach to the concrete area by. So he'll take the ice cream to them. And he was making 4 or 5 times he replaced his tray. He was making $2,000 a day back in the 70s. So he hired 5 of his friends and taught them how to make $2,000 a day. When they got going, same opportunity, same length of beach, same everything. When they got going, 4 made only $200. 1 made $2,000. Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. The value?
Because before they started, the 4 said, if I make $200, I'll be happy.
Okay.
So the moment they hit that ceiling, they stopped.
They stopped.
But the one who was 2,000 goes, well, you know what? I'm going to follow him because he's doing exactly what I'm doing, making $2,000. It wasn't because they were lazy, because they set the bar too low.
They set the bar too low.
Right from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. So we are the ones who set the standards for ourselves. We are the ones who create the vision.
What do you think Elon Musk's standard is? What do you think the size of the conversations he has? Yes. He has
Although
big
he's gone a bit off kilter lately, but that's
I think
another
he's an
story.
idiot, really. I don't agree with him at all. Like, he's an amazing engineer, obviously, but
eccentric to say the least.
He's, 550 billion. You don't make it luckily, right? When we go to Emirates Airlines and we got Wi-Fi, we're using his satellites.
Right.
All these cruises on oceans using his satellites.
Yeah, I'm curious to know.
It's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.